Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and my channel is just about chaos. So if you want to see chaos and a girl stumbling through her 20s, then please smash the subscribe button and smash a huge thumbs up. Now in today's video, I was kind of struggling for video ideas, I'm not gonna lie. So I thought, you know what, let's take it back down to basics. The very first video I ever filmed for YouTube was a sit down mental health video, and I actually really enjoy not mental health videos. Yeah, that was a good one, but I enjoy being able to just sit down and talk to you guys and feel like connected, because I had to go through a stage of doing a lot of sit downs, and then I felt not guilty, but I just felt as though, you know, my channel could be doing more and you could be seeing a bit more. So I've done a bit more vlogs and other things like Who's Most Likely and Who Knows Me Better. So I just thought, you know what, we're going to bring it back to basics. I'm going to sit on the sofa with a blanket and I'm going to kind of update you on my life. I don't have any questions as such. I'm just update you on my life, update you on how I feel, update you on insecurities, and we can go from there. So smash a huge thumbs up. I love you all so much, and let's get started. Gone through a bit of a funny phase in life. Now, I'm not sure if I am someone that suffers from, I don't think I have depression as such, but I don't know if I'm one of these people that suffer very much from, like, you know, seasonal depression, because I just, when it's cold and dark, my mood is very and I feel very drained, and I don't have any motivation, or I don't wear any clothes that really represent my personality. I just kind of become a shell who I am. And I don't know if it's what it is. So for the last few months I've been up and down in terms of mental health. Like, some days I've been feeling really great and like yes, and then other days I've been like nah, let's not. But the sunnier days are starting to come in and I'm starting to feel a bit more myself. Motivation. So that's been a huge struggle of mine over the last few months, and it still is a struggle. Like, not even just, I love making videos for YouTube, I love coming up with ideas, I love that part of it, but it's just constantly keeping up with trying to keep up with the schedule, trying to grow my channel, because I do want to grow it. I don't want to just sit in the same amount of followers forever or subscribers. I do want it to be the best it can be, and me to push myself and be the best I can be. And I've got this camera from Christmas that I really love, but I don't have a laptop that like is compatible with it, so I'm kind of struggling that. So I'm still using my phone, and that I think in itself puts a kind of downer on it for me, because I just feel as though it's not as professional and it's not as well done. I have been working, like, I know I love my job, I would never say anything bad about it. There's obviously bad in every job, but I love my job, I love the people I work with, I love the people I like support. There's no issues there, but we've been hit with COVID, as every job has. We've been hit with sickness, and it's just from about December it's just felt non-stop. I felt as though, and because I'm paying for a holiday, I feel as though I've been constantly working and I've not been seeing the rewards for it, if that makes sense. So for all these, this is also going to be mumbo jumbled, by the way. Like, I don't really have a thought process to like what I'm going to say in this video or what I'm not going to say. So for all that don't know, we surprised my mum at Christmas with a trip to the Maldives. Now, the Maldives isn't cheap, as we all know, so ever since I started my new job in August, I've been paying for the Maldives. Now, on top of that, me and Greg decided it was a great idea to also do the North Coast 500 a month before I go to the Maldives, which in the grand scheme of things is not smart. I wouldn't recommend it. It is a bit stressful, but I know I'm going to enjoy it, and I know it's just going to be one of those things that causes me stress and money troubles, but I will have the best time with my best friend, so I'm not really bothered. But as though I've been constantly working, and because my money's been going on these holidays, but I've not yet had the holidays, and I know this just sounds like a really like I sound really snooty, like I'm moaning because my money's going on a holiday that I've not had yet. Like I understand how lucky I am to be able to like go on holiday, and I understand completely that I am in a position where I am safe in my country and know I'm secured and stuff like that. So I'm just explaining it from my point of view and how it's like impacting my life. I feel as though at the minute I'm working for nothing because I've not went on these holidays yet. My body is such an up and down experience. I made a video on that because I'm at the biggest I've ever been, and that doesn't necessarily bother me. Like I'm not upset by that, and I'm not like, oh, I don't hate myself, but I have really bad days where I'm like, I don't feel confident, so I don't feel confident in things I wear. So like I am very much a person that lives through my clothes. Like my personality comes out in my clothes, and I've just kind of not done that for a while. I've not just been a bit wacky and been myself because I just don't feel myself. I don't feel like me and my body, and I don't eat necessarily bad, but I snack a lot in work. So I'm trying to like stop that. And to say the things I said in my body video, like I love myself, I'm beautiful, like just because I'm bigger at the minute does not mean that I am like horrible or unattractive, or I just got to get used to my body and do something if I want to feel better. So I've joined the gym, which I've been going to a few times a week, which isn't as awful as I thought. And I have started walking a lot more, which I'll tell you in a minute why I'm doing that. It's just having the confidence. That's what it is. Like a lot of people think I'm a super confident person, and I am to a degree. Like I am confident within my personality and confident within myself to be able to defend myself or defend what I believe in. But I'm not confident in social situations if I don't know the situation. So going to a gym by myself that I don't really know, not confident. Going and just being independent and like going doing things myself, not really independent, not really confident, sorry. And that's something I'm trying to work on, and it's something I'm trying not to rely on people for, because I think it's really important to be able to do things for yourself. So obviously that's a work in progress, but I have been enjoying going to the gym, and it is really helping my sleeping pattern as well. I said that to my mum, and my mental health. Like mental health is, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's never going to be 100%, but I'm feeling better than I was, and I'm not having maybe as many bad days. With my like overall mental health, it's been a process. it's not, I'm not having like bad days, and I'm not being super triggered by anything. Like I'm actually for the most part okay and like comfortable. My stress at the minute is I'm trying to balance so much and trying to work out what to prioritise when. So obviously I'm working all these hours, and then I'm coming home and I want to spend as much time with my mum as possible. Of course I do, and like help her where I can, but then I want to spend time with Greg, obviously, because he's my boyfriend and our relationship is super important, and time and effort is. And then there's days where I want to see my friends and do stuff with my friends, and then I want to have alone time or see my sister. And everybody has these stresses, and I completely get it, but I am one of these people that like I look at all this and I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to process all this, or how am I going to like not upset one person by like prioritising another person. And for the most part I have amazing people in my life. Like for the most part nobody really grumbles at me, and everybody knows that I'm trying my best, but I get in my own head, and that's something I've kind of been dealing with mentally, just trying to be able to like give myself a break. Like I'm one person, everybody knows that, like it's okay. In terms of my PTSD, I had one bad night. I think I spoke about it on YouTube. I had a really bad dream, and it was a really bad trigger point, and it really like terrified me, but I feel okay now. Like I'm not really triggered as such. Like obviously the usual stuff, nighttime, violence, dark, that's when I'm triggered, but like not anything bad. Like I'm feeling quite good in that position. Same with sleeping, it's not really impacting my life as such, so that's been good. What else is happening? Me and Greg are doing the North Coast 500. That's so exciting. I'm going to take you along for the journey of that, because that will be a journey. We were going to go in his Mini and we were going to just like camp, and we have a voucher that his dad and stepmom got us for Christmas for like a hotel, so we were going to use that. But what we were actually doing instead is we booked a camper van. It's nothing big, it literally like is like quite a small van, a transit, and then it has like a bed and that in the back, and we toyed over it for ages and ages, and just kind of decided, you know what, let's go for it, let's be comfortable, it's probably the best thing for us, and it means that we're not getting stressed in terms of like trying to pitch a tent, or if the weather's bad, or if Greg's shattered and he's had a bad night's sleep, it means we can always like, you know, do things. So we're doing that the first week of April, which I'm excited for. I'm going to country as well. Oh my god, I forgot to say that. That's in a few weeks. I got my sister tickets for her birthday, so me and her are going on the Sunday, and we're seeing Brett Young, Scotty McCreery and Darius Rucker, which I'm so like, I love every single one of those people, so I'm really excited for that, and I'm excited to spend like quality time with my sister. So I've got that coming up. So we're in March just now. Don't really have anything as such planned, but I have like a few of my friends' birthdays in March. April we're doing a North Coast, and then May is when we head to the Maldives, so which again I'm taking you along for the journey of that. So I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to like be in there and like really appreciate it, and like see my mum so happy. And so yeah, I've got quite exciting few months, and then that takes me to May, and in June I am going to try and start my driving lessons again, because I am feeling how bad it is getting a bus. I've got to that level, troops. I really have, because I started driving lessons at 17, sorry I'm clapping my cat, which is why I'm looking down, and I just, to be perfectly honest, was not in the headspace for it. I was 17, I was going out, I was partying, I had just started college. I really wasn't in a headspace to be like, yeah, hey, driving lessons. And then I just, yeah, so 17 I didn't really pay attention, and then at 18 I was, you know, partying away. And then from every year after that I lived in Edinburgh, which if you live in a city centre you'll know there's absolutely no need to get a car. You literally can't use it in the city centre, so there was no need for us to get a car. And then I went to camp every summer, so it wasn't even as if I needed it during the summer. And then obviously I came home, lockdown happened, and I kept saying to my mum, I don't want to like stop and start driving lessons, like I don't want to start driving lessons and then we get put into another lockdown or restrictions, or so I'd rather wait until like we kind of knew what was happening. So obviously restrictions are ending. I'm now in a position where I work a 20-minute bus journey from my house, which doesn't seem long, and it's really not. But like tonight, for instance, I finish work at 9:30, but my bus isn't until 10:05. That's a 35-minute wait that I don't have to do. So it'll be good in terms of like work, and it'll also be good in terms of like me and Greg, because obviously Greg's a driver and we kind of like to split it 50-50. Like he will come drive and see me for the weekend, and then the next weekend I'll go to his. So I'll get the train to his. So it's like he's not always been the driver, but it still would be more beneficial. So that's kind of the plan of action. I think anything else. I'm doing, actually, this is something I wanted to talk about. We're on March the 4th just now, and I am currently taking part in 10,000 steps every single day of March in order to raise money for Cancer Research UK, because I kind of wanted something that would give me a boost to get up and get healthy again and get like fit, and then would help me mentally. And I was kept coming up on my Facebook, and I kind of thought about it, and I thought, do you know what, like, why not? Like, it's for charity. Cancer unfortunately impacts everybody, and it's not a nice thing, and it's not a thing that you really want to be bonded with people over, but it is one of those things that everybody has a story from it. And I have been impacted on every kind of level. I've had family members that have survived cancer and are thriving. I've had younger members of my family, as young as like 3 and 4, having cancer and having to go through childhood cancer. I've had my auntie, who I absolutely loved and was so close to, and it was everything I could have ever hoped for in an auntie and more. Sadly died from cancer. She had lung cancer, so she died January last year, and it kind of, you know what, made a lasting impact, because it's not fair. It wasn't her time. She was so young, and I just think, yes, me walking 10,000 steps each day isn't going to come up with this miraculous cure, but if it can raise enough money to put towards it, then who knows. So I've been doing it for 4 days now. I've hit my goals every single day. I hit my goal today as well, and everybody's been so supportive and so lovely. Like, I'm on 220 donations, I believe, which is amazing, because when I first started, the only people that had donated was my mum, like, yeah, my mum, Katie Wright, Greg, and then one of my cousins. So I was only sat on £20. I think £20, £30. And then on the first, and I came up to 220. So, like, to me, raising any kind of money is amazing, and it's going to make me feel better, and it's going to hopefully give money into a charity that is helping raise funds for this awful disease. So I'm really privileged to be part of it, and I really hope I can do the 10,000 steps every single day. So I will leave my sponsor down below if you want to sponsor. So that's kind of something I'm doing. So my March, April, May and June are kind of full, which is crazy to me because I've never been a planner. I usually find this out on my channel. I'm not a planner. It doesn't, like, when someone asks me if I'm having what I'm having for dinner tonight, that stresses me out. I don't know until, like, I know. So I've just never been a planner, but it's quite nice to have plans in certain place, and I'm going to keep making YouTube videos on a Wednesday and a Sunday. The last few weeks my videos have been going up a day or two late just with the scheduling of them. So yeah, that's kind of life. It was all mumbo jumbo. I'm kind of cruising along. I'm trying to come up with video ideas and concepts, and like, I want to do so much, but like funding and stuff like that, I don't have lots of like money, so I like struggle. Like, I want to do like crazy ones, like going to a train station and picking a, like, Edinburgh Waverley and picking a platform and just going on that random train, like, and going to the end destination. Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to do, but I just don't have the funds for that. So we'll see. But yeah, I just thought I'd sit down, kind of talk to you about my life a bit more, because I update my Instagram as much as possible, and like, I'm constantly on my stories. I have kind of been neglecting it for a few weeks just because I felt like I had nothing to offer. So yeah, but I realised I haven't really done that with YouTube, and I feel like you guys deserve to know like what's going on in my life and what's happening and what's coming up. So that's what's happening. Am I a little bit overwhelmed? Yep. Is anxiety real? Yup. Am I going to get there? Absolutely. But yeah, I just thought I'd update yous, and I love yous all so much. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me, and yous are all the best. So I love you all so much. Smash a huge thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.